Joining us with a deeper analysis of the education funding propositions is my guest, Thad Kousser, political science professor at UC San Diego. Thad, both propositions include tax increases. Give us a breakdown on how these would differ and what it would mean if one passed or the other.
Well, Prop 38 is the most broad-based. It raises just about everyone's income taxes, with the biggest income tax increase coming for the richest Californians. Prop 30 has this quarter-cent sales tax that we all pay, but then only touches the income taxes of the people making $500,000 or more. So about 80% of its money actually comes from the top 1% of income earners in California, whereas with Molly Munger's Prop 38, about a little less than half of it comes from the top 1%.
Does that mean we'd have less money for each, or would it balance out in between them?
Yeah, Prop 38 is bigger. It's about $10 billion a year. Prop 30 is only about $6 billion a year. So there's a difference in the size as well as who pays.
Prop 30 supporters are vocal about the dire consequences if it doesn't pass. Then these trigger cuts. Explain the link between trigger cuts and this proposition.
What the legislature and the governor said this year is we're going to cut a lot of areas in state government, but we're going to try to spare schools and higher education if Prop 30 passes. But if it doesn't pass, we're going to have to make about $6 billion in cuts in those areas because there's just no more money left.
What about with Prop 38? Are there consequences if that doesn't pass?
Well, if neither of these tax increase passes, we're just not going to have the money, and we're going to cut about $6 billion, which is equal to about 2 weeks of the school year being cut.
There's some work that the legislature has to do if Prop 38 doesn't pass in regards to trigger cuts. Explain that.
Well, if Prop 38 passes and beats Prop 30, if it's the only tax increase we have, then the trigger cuts are scheduled to go in effect, but voters will have just voted themselves a $10 billion a year tax increase. So the legislature will have to go to work, and I think they'd face tremendous political pressure to restore those trigger cuts. So the bottom line is, if either of these massive tax increases passes, we won't see cuts to education and colleges this year.
But if Prop 38, again, if it does pass, the legislature does have a point where they could say, no, we're not going to do it, and the trigger cuts would go through.
They could do that. They could say, well, we're going to cut schools at the same time the voters vowed to make to tax themselves, and very likely a lot of them would get thrown out of office in 2014.
It wouldn't be a popular decision. A major difference between these two propositions is where the money goes. Tell me where the money goes for each of them.
Well, both of these take the money and put it into an education fund with that name. But because they do that, both of them in some ways decrease the pressure on the rest of state government. So Prop 30 puts it into an education fund, but the legislature could use the money it was going to spend on education and use it to increase spending in some of the areas that got cut to fund schools. Prop 38's money, 30% of it for the next few years goes to repaying the state debt. So again, the legislature could use the money it was using to pay down the state debt and use that to fill out some of the cuts it's made.
Both propositions could lose, but only one can win. Give us the rundown on how that works.
If both pass, meaning they both get over 50% of the vote, then the one with the most votes wins. So voters can know, they could vote for yes on both of these and they won't be double taxing themselves, or they could vote no.
Only one simple majority wins.
Only one with a simple majority.
Which one is ahead in the polls right now?
Prop 30 has been the one that's been leading in the polls by a very narrow margin the whole campaign. Prop 38 has been the one that's been trailing in the polls. So it looks like the governor's initiative, Prop 30, has the edge. But Molly Munger, this activist in education, has spent like $28 million of her own money on running all these ads for Prop 38. They look pretty good, and we'll see if that makes it rise in the polls, and also that might take down the support for Prop 30.
Do you think there's some voter confusion?
I think there's absolutely voter confusion, but that happens. That's the price of direct democracy. If you give the people the vote, we're going to have to study hard, go on the KPBS website, and learn about these things because these are tough choices.
All right. Thad Kousser, political science professor, UC San Diego. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Thanks for having me.